First and foremost, let me invoke Puja Gurudev and Bhagwan's blessings on each one of you. There's certainly a beautiful festive environment. I wish I was there. Not only that the festive environment is for seeing all of you, even the altar looks so beautiful. And you have just concluded invoking Bhagwan and Puja Gurudev's blessings for an amazing future ahead. In our tradition, in our Vedic Sanatana Dharma, that's what I was asking. There was an echo, the sound. Hope there is no echo as we move forward. In our Vedic Sanatana Dharma, we find that graduate from the education from Gurukula and then moving forward, there are two paths. Whichever path you choose, it was a necessity that one would finish their proper Gurukula education. You don't ever stop being a student, so that will continue. But the graduation from the learning scheme, it was so important that if you pay attention, close attention to the wedding ceremony, the student was required to have the Snataka Mahotsav, graduation, without which even getting married, whether boy or a girl, getting married, they were not permitted. That was the seriousness, that was the importance that was given to education. Education so that we can learn and grow with skill sets. So with that in mind, this graduation is an equally an important one, though you are not graduating from the education system itself, but there is a huge turning point. Up until now, you were under the umbrella of parents, family, and friends. Now when you step out and get to the universities, you will be waiting, you will be expected to own up the responsibility of yours. And that's a huge thing, to be independent. Probably that is the reason why you see that the students, they choose to go out of their way to as far away that they can get from that family structure. If they are in the West Coast, they'll probably take the East Coast, their universities. That is how they select. That is my observation. Because we need that sense of freedom. So as you step into this freedom, may Puja Gurudev and Bhagwan's blessings be there so that you understand the following factors. First and foremost, when you get into the university, priorities must be very, very clear in our understanding. That the highest priority is for educating myself to learn and absorb every small little skill sets that are out there. With what perspective? The perspective changes the intensity with which we learn. The perspective is that when we grow with these skill sets, each one will be in an environment suitable for our own tendencies or vasanas, wherever it will lead us to. Let this moment of learning and be in such a way that wherever you are placed in life as the experience will take us, our mindset should be that, am I a solution provider in that environment? Or am I going to be continuing as a problem? So one has to think out of the box to be able to be a solution for the situation. And all this education and learning should go in towards that direction. That should be our intention. Then the intensity towards learning becomes clearer and clearer. Up until 12th grade, when many of us were asked, what do you want to graduate in? What is that you want to major in? Most of the answers that I hear from 11th and 12th grade is, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But when you look at being the solution provider, then the mindset completely changes. And that needs to be the priority. And as you are exploring, let there not be a single experience that goes by wherein it was your hesitation to go out there, experience and gain that experience in your first hand, subjective. And in that subjective processing and going through is where there is growth. Growth when the values, the morals, the ethics get challenged every single moment. And it gets into that finer nuance of understanding where the grip can be established, and that is where the depth of our personality. The deeper that grip, the higher is the growth. And of course, this is a time when you would explore to enjoy. If you flip through the 16th and 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there are three kinds of enjoyment: sukha, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Tamasic sukha is that wherein yadagre chanubandhe cha, beginning, during, and later, it only dulls the system. System meaning body, mind. The rajasic, it creates an excitement, and along with that excitement, also provides, while you are going through the experience, a certain kind of enthusiasm, joy. But it may not last longer because it is ephemeral. Plus, it may lead to repercussions, either at the body level, mind level, or at the spiritual level. Sattvic sukha is that wherein it not only creates the excitement and enthusiasm, not only that it is long lasting, but it leaves my body, mind, and intellect refreshed, enthused for the next events to come, next experiences to come. So, hopefully, all that which has been taught through Balavihar, this would be the time to apply it in your day-to-day life, wherein you look at life from that sattvic perspective. Now, the next thing that I would want you to understand and explore is, everybody that would give a message would talk about what to and where to and how to achieve. I would like to pause and take a different route. We need to have clarity in who is it that is pursuing all this? What is me and what is my identity pursuing? Because when my identity is clear, when my understanding of that identity is clear, that is where strength, with that strength, there is conviction, and with that conviction, there is a constant resource of inspiration that will constantly flow. Many feel disinterested or lackluster when that disconnect happens with it. So have your identity clear at a physical level, at an emotional level, at an intellectual level, at a spiritual level, at a cultural level. Keep that identity which has been taught, which has been sown with a lot of effort and love by parents, by teachers, by Balavihar teachers. There's so much of effort put in because to raise a kid, it takes the entire village. And the entire village of Portland has poured their hearts in the last 13, 14 years to raise you to be in this moment wherein that identity is clear and strong. With that identity being clear and deep rooted, whatever I connect with outside, it doesn't create doubt, it doesn't create self-loathing, but it creates an opportunity for this identity to express, being a solution to that situation. So, what we take pledge, what we have been taking pledge for the last 14 years through Balavihar, when we put our right hand on our heart and say, we stand as one family, then that Gurudev says, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. When can we be the givers? When we are in that highest inspired moment, aggressively good, and that comes out when my identity is clear, when my roots are deep rooted in that identity. And with that, when I move forward, I become the source of joy, inspiration for everyone around us. Now, there would be moments of confusion, crossroads where I need to decide which direction to take. In such moments, all these teachers, all these who have poured in their efforts and love for us to grow, they are just one of your most favorite teacher, your most endearing Balavihar, inspiring ideal role model, whoever it is, we are just one of Balavihar. In the same breath, I would also welcome you to the CHIC platform, the Chinmay Yuva Kendra platform. Wherever you are settling in, whichever university that you are going in, I'm sure we have a wing for Chinmay Yuva Kendra. If not, you become the ambassadors to start one. And we are doing a lot of collaboration with other organizations as well so that we can be able to reach out across each one of you to provide that support wherever required. So even me and the entire CHIC family welcomes you, and we are just a phone call away when you need that guidance. So do not hesitate to reach out. So welcome to CHIC. May Puja Gurudev, may Bhagavan guide each one of you to experiment with everything. Because in the last 1.5 years, what all of us as humanity has gone through, which many in generations for last 100 years, this has never happened. The pandemic. Now the pandemic has created a lot of uncertainties, unsure futures, and anxiety because of that. To tell you a fact, a very famous quotation, change is the changeless law of this universe. This pandemic only has created that avenue to make make it very clear that that is how is the nature of this universe. And we have survived. Many have lost their near ones, dear ones. My heart, our heart goes out to them, supporting them and being there for them. But we have survived. We have made it across. As uncertain as our last 1.5 years, every future moment is uncertain. That is a given. But life continues. The love that parents, teachers, friends have for you is undeniable. And the last one is in knowing the future as uncertain, keeping my head clear and in this present moment completely immersed with the sattvic attitude is the best way to find that stability. And in order to strengthen that stability is where we, our puja, upasana, japa, dhyana, meditation, all of these is to strengthen that stability. The stable, deep-rooted I am, the greater is the output being the best that we can offer to the society. And when you thus grow tall, it will be a proud moment for us to look up to you and say, I know this. And you're no more a kid, but I know this from when they were kids. And that is a very proud moment for us as teachers, as parents, as your well-wishers. So go out there, may every moment be thoroughly engaging, grooming, and evolving us into a greater personality. I'm sure you will do us proud. We will be looking forward for that moment where we can look up to you and say, that awesome kid is our kid. So make us proud. May the force be with you. All the best. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Swamiji. Just to let you know, yesterday he pulled us back out and he couldn't move. And I begged. He made it. Thank you so much.
So I'm one of the seniors, and on behalf of the seniors, we just want to say thank you for all of your thoughts and well wishes. You are very deep in our prayers. So yeah, thank you.
Actually, if I may add, because in this graduation I see 9 of you. So Shruti, Karthik, Vishwesh, Anagha, Sriram, Shriya, Ramya, Devak, Navya, all the best kiddos. Awesome. Take care.
Thank you, Swamiji.